whenever you want to get started. Don't look at it.
Alright. My name is Stephanie Chapin, and my speech is about happiness. How many people are happy with their lives? A few months ago, I was in and out of a dark place. I was going to jail. My face was breaking out, feeling hurt from a breakup. I felt like I was losing control, and evil was growing inside me. My mom told me to go to the gym and make your own happiness. I was going twice a day and still felt all this energy. I thought I was creating my own happiness, but I didn't understand why it wasn't working. Today, I felt the difference. I feel happier with my life and understand that being happy with yourself, being close with your family, and having something to do can bring you so much peace and happiness. In an article called Why Happiness Comes From Within by Ross Garvey, he explains why happiness can come from outside factors such as watching television or seeing others' reactions when you feel on top of the world. He also explains that when you feel good about yourself and no one notices, it can change your perspective and make you think about all the flaws you have and cause you to doubt yourself. He goes on to say, happiness does not come from these things, it's illusory. There is nothing intrinsic to an object or effect that makes you feel good. It is because of who you believe you are inside, and what you believe you want deep down, and what you believe you should react to in order to be those things. So what that means to me is being true to yourself is more important to your happiness than anything I can give you. Trying to help your life with materials or fill your life with materials can bring a short period of happiness, but soon you're going to want something more. The one thing that will always be but grow is yourself. If it's keeping straight on your moral compass, taking up a hobby, or going to class to further your education, do that. Searching for better is something most of us do, and moving forward in life and achieving goals can bring so much light to your life. Like I said, my life is probably the worst it has ever been. Was being the key word, and that like 7th grade, my life was falling apart. I literally was tearing at the seams. I couldn't understand how the world could turn on me and take me to such a dark and cold place. I lost the view of how great I was. I thought I was ugly, that I wasn't good enough, that I couldn't do anything right, and modeling was not an option anymore. As soon as I thought that I was done with life, it came back to me. I couldn't have done it without the help of my family and some meetings. I realized how to create my happiness and view myself properly. Regaining my inspiration for modeling and realizing all the good things I have brought back the Stephanie that everyone knew. All families have their own way of handling problems or everyday life. Close families tend to handle those issues easier than people that are not close with their families. My family consists of my mom and dad still happily married, 3 older brothers, 2 of them married, and another in a happy long relationship, and then me. I say my parents are happily married because most of my friends' parents are not together anymore. I believe that my parents show us kids how happy you should be in a relationship and treat one another. They say it is hard but make it look easy. I think that is a factor in why my family is so close. It was never money or an extravagant vacation that brought us close or made us any happier. It was talking around the dinner table or spending time together doing a project or homework. The study that I looked up was a study on money or strong family relationships brought happiness. It was a decade-long study based in San Francisco in 1981 to 1991 by Rebecca North and colleagues from the University of Texas at Austin. North states, if you ask people about this, I think most people would say that family relationships are more important than family income for happiness. But if you look at the way people allocate their time, you might get a different idea. She points out that even though time is spent going to work and making money, family relationships are going to bring more happiness overall. Both my parents worked full-time, and it was just known that when they got home, we as a family had dinner together and hang out for the night. Having the family time and people in our lives that we can rely on gives us a sense of security and relieves us of loneliness, which can help bring us happiness. If you ever feel bored and have nothing to do and sit on your butt, watch television or play video games, then maybe you should pick up a hobby of some sort and have friends who will go with you. So I have friends that like to rock climb, go snowboarding, paint or draw, and other fun activities. They seem happier than my video gamer brother, although video games can be a hobby. It tends to be more mind-numbing than mind-blowing. I like to sing and create outfits. There are things that I help that make me feel relieved of stress and keeps me from getting bored. The boredom effect, as Jordan C. Juana on High Existence of Blogspot on the web, he says that we get bored faster or get used to things, which I think is true. So maybe if we were going out and creating something new, a new experience, a joke with friends, or even a piece of art that maybe won't become bored and uninterested. Having a hobby or an activity to keep us going will bring us happiness. It will clear our minds of unnecessary crap that holds us back. Louis Joanna's question for the day is, if this boredom effect happens with everything, then how could you ever be happy unless you are happy right now? If you aren't happy right now, then do something about it. Go create something that will be worthwhile. Time is always moving, and once that moment is gone, it's all but a memory. Being bored is a waste of time. Having something to do, even if it's some long homework assignment that you don't want to do it because you might learn something about yourself while doing it. To conclude, happiness is all about you and your views, and it is within your own power to achieve. Learn all the good things you have within yourself, spend time with family, and understand that you may not always be right there to help you. Express yourself, don't let yourself get bored. You and I have it within ourselves to decide. Choose happiness.